Sapanaro, my co-host Lindsay Noble, and Unissa Cruz will be along shortly. But if you've never been to Monster Jam here in State Farm Stadium, you are in for an absolute treat. Not only do we have 12 of the best competitors in the entire world, but the floor that you see behind me is the biggest stadium track that these competitors will see all season long. And that means there will be nothing held back. There'll be high-flying action, unbelievably fast race passes, and of course, they will stop the show and absolutely tear things down with Monster Jam Freestyle. So, find your way over to your seats and settle in for the start of Monster Jam Trackside.
Glendale, welcome to Monster Jam Trackside. My name is Unissa Cruz, and I am your fan enhancement host. I'll be out here in the stands kicking it with you all night long. Now tonight, right here at the State Farm Stadium, you're about to catch 12 of the best Monster Jam superstars compete head-to-head across 3 competitions. That includes Monster Jam Racing, the Great Cook Skills Challenge, and then later on after halftime during Monster Jam Freestyle. Each one of these drivers will earn points based on their finish across all 3 of these competitions. And not only are they in pursuit of an overall event championship, they also are competing for a series championship. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Something that's really important that you all need to take into account is that you all are going to play a pivotal role during tonight's event. Now, for now, I'd actually like to direct your attention back over to the Red Zone Bridge with my co-hosts. They have a little bit more information that they'd like to share with you. John and Lindsay, what can these fans look forward to during tonight's event?
Thanks so much, Unissa. John Sapanaro and Lindsay Noble here at the Monster Jam desk. Hello and welcome once again to everybody here for Stadium Championship Series Blue. Now, I'm going to be here at the play-by-play desk all night long, providing all of that play-by-play that you need to make sure you know exactly what's going on during these Monster Jam competitions. But the person to my right is going to be working harder than anybody as she provides you with all the behind-the-scenes info from back in the Monster Jam pits. Isn't that right?
It is. I always like to say that it's easy to work hard when you love what you do, but every one of us works hard here at Monster Jam. And again, we love being here with you, Monster Jam fans. I will be back in the pits bringing you guys the breaking news and all the behind-the-scenes footage of some of the most exciting moments in today's Monster Jam event. And I can guarantee you one thing, while our 12 Monster Jam superstars are competing on this awesome track, our UNOH technicians and our crew chiefs will be working hard behind the scenes to make sure that each Monster Jam truck is competition ready.
And here throughout Trackside, we're going to preview the entire event that these fans are about to witness. But Lindsay, this is my third time at Monster Jam here in State Farm Stadium. It is your first time here, and I know a big topic of conversation is going to be the size of this floor, so I just got to ask you your opinion. As we stand up here, we got a great view of this entire Monster Jam track. What are you looking forward to the most?
I am looking forward to that big air, those wow moments that really truly make Monster Jam a worldwide phenomenon. Being back behind the scenes, I've been able to talk to drivers that are so excited to challenge what they saw last week or 2 weeks ago now in Seattle, and now bring it back here and just do an awesome job for you Monster Jam fans. I'm really looking forward to having the extra space here before that car stack, and I'm interested in seeing if they go to get some big air.
I think they will, that is for sure. Let's take a look up at the video board and check out some of the things that are coming your way here throughout Monster Jam Trackside. Of course, we're going to hear from some of our superstar drivers right along the way, Monster Jam fans. But that is not all. We've got a behind-the-scenes package that you guys are not going to want to miss. I know that Lindsay was working hard on it all afternoon so far, and there you see it up on the video board. We're going to hear from Tyler Menninga, Ryan Anderson, and John Gordon coming up first. Then we're going to hear from Chelsea Van Cleve as she is out in the stands with Unissa Cruz. And last but certainly not least, check out that interview with Bari Musauer down on the track with Lindsay Noble. All that and more during Monster Jam Trackside.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
It's 100% the college experience I wanted, but in the trade I needed.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without UNOH.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
At Lucas Oil, we take pride in creating problem-solving products to make your car care easier. We protect your vehicle and make it run longer, so you can focus on the things that matter most. Whether it's commuting to work, visiting a loved one, taking the kids where they need to go, going to the big game, or anywhere life takes you, Lucas Oil is committed to getting you there for all of life's important moments. Lucas Oil, it works.
With all-out racing, big air, and Monster Jam stunts, Monster Jam is truly as big as it gets. If you're out here in the crowd and you're taking pictures and videos, be sure to post them across all social media, from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even TikTok now. Also, when you post them, make sure you add hashtag Monster Jam to all of your posts for a chance to see yourself right up there on that big screen, just like me. In addition to that, if you want to stay up to date with all of our YouTube channel membership information, be sure to check it out. And for all of the latest news and events about other tours and also Monster Jam World Finals, check us out at monsterjam.com.
I'm gonna let them shine. I deserve congratulations. I never thought that I'd survive. If you tell me I won't make it.
John and Lindsay back here at the Monster Jam desk. We want to welcome in everybody who is tuning in on those social media channels, because if you're like us, you can't get enough of the Monster Jam action, and that includes when you're here at a live event. So let's check in with what's going on around the country right now in Monster Jam. We'll start off with our counterparts over at Stadium Championship Series Red, and that event is in progress right now in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But Lindsay, it has been a good start for Great Clips Mohawk Warrior and Bryce Kenny as he takes yet another racing competition win.
Yeah, you see Bryce Kenny, coming up with those wins, and really the battle has truly been between Adam Anderson as well as Camden Murphy here in that points battle. And, Adam Anderson is one of a kind. He has so many titles under that Gravedigger's partnership. And then Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragon, bringing all that skill, especially in two-wheel.
Yeah, so it was nice to see Bryce Kenny really come out and kind of go back to his roots. Of course, he's got that drag racing background. He's also the only person to ever drive over 100 miles an hour in a Monster Jam truck, so you know he's fast, you know he can pull it off. But you mentioned wins and accolades, and we got to talk about Tom Meents, the professor in MAVTV, celebrating 20 years. And what does he do? He grabs the skills win like he's done so many times before.
We love being able to see the skills. The Great Clip Skills Challenge is one of my very favorites. And like you said, Tom Meents just being such a veteran here at Monster Jam. They call him the professor, and here is exactly why. Here in this skills competition, you're seeing so much control and, so much skill from Tom Meents. John, he is one of my favorites here at Monster Jam.
Of course, and we'll do our best to update you as to the result of freestyle and, of course, the overall event championship as we get further into Trackside and maybe even into our event as well. But now I want to turn our attention over to the Arena Championship Series. Up first with Arena Series East, and talk about Weston Anderson. Of course, he captured the series championship last year in his rookie year, becoming only the third rookie in Monster Jam history to accomplish that feat. But Lindsay, what I'm looking at right now is the largest lead in Monster Jam, 241 points for Weston Anderson.
Absolutely, and from the very start, Weston Anderson is, for lack of better words, a beast. Even his siblings, Ryan Anderson, Adam Anderson, and Kristen Anderson, say that they think that he might just be the best out of all of them. You can see, again, so much control here on these two wheels, and like you said, leading that point series by that much points across all of Monster Jam right now.
It's absolutely stunning what he's been able to do in just 2 short years behind the wheel as he looks to repeat as series champion. But speaking of series championships, when we talk about Arena Championship Series Central, we have to talk about Brandon Vincent behind the wheel of Gravedigger, because earlier today he was able to clinch the series championship, and that means, Lindsay, he is heading back to Monster Jam World Finals, where last year he became the Racing World Finals champion.
Both of us were there. We got to see that win. An awesome area here tonight for Brandon Vincent to be able to clinch that automatic berth into World Finals. That adds so much confidence, that World Finals win that he had last year. And you were able to see such a gap between him and John Zimmer Jr. But John Zimmer Jr. did not go down without a fight, getting yesterday's overall event championship. Never fear, though, Brandon Vincent pulled it out here today, comes across with that win, clinches that World Finals, and I know he's very excited about that.
He's got to be, Lindsay, and he's the kind of guy that you and I both know very well. We both work with Brandon Vincent a lot, and I think Brandon is at his best when he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder and he's got something to prove. We saw it at World Finals. We've seen it in other series championships before, and I think he wants to get back to World Finals to show everybody that what happened last year was no fluke.
He worked really hard to be where he is. We talked about the fact that he is one of the Gravedigger drivers that is not an Anderson, but also has been a driver that started as a crew chief, worked on those trucks. He always says that he turned wrenches for his best friends and is now being able to compete against them. And he has to work that much harder in Gravedigger because it's a lot of pressure, and he wants everyone to know that he deserves to be there. He's somebody that is constantly looking back at his performances and his competitions to make sure that he's getting better every day.
And it's a huge congratulations to Brandon Vincent, of course, our first series champion of the year here in 2023. But we can't wrap up this segment without talking about Arena Championship Series West, and that is Tristan England looking for his third series championship. And right now, he is 79 points over Elvis Linez and El Toro Loco, who's trying to catch him, but he's running out of time. And this week, Elvis Linez isn't even driving. Brandon Arthur filling in for him, so that's some huge shoes to fill right now.
Definitely huge shoes to fill. Elvis Linez, a great driver, but Tristan England in Earthshaker, I have never seen him with so much confidence as I see here this year. You have a lot of strong competitors on that tour. Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger, Elvis Linez, El Toro Loco. So to see this gap for Tristan England is huge. He was behind Brandon Vincent in Gravedigger last year on the West Coast Tour. Goes back to West again and is stopping at all those same stops. It's safe to say I think he's got quite the fan base.
You know, when we think about Tristan England, he takes a lot of pride in the fact that he can throw down, he can win series championships, he can get to Monster Jam World Finals without being behind the wheel of a Gravedigger truck. We talked about Weston Anderson, he's leading, he's a Gravedigger. We talked about Brandon Vincent clinching, he's a Gravedigger. Here on Stadium Series Blue, we've got Tyler Menninga at the lead in Gravedigger, Ryan Anderson right behind him in Son of a Digger, and I know Tristan England takes so much pride in what he does, especially representing for that Earthshaker Monster Jam truck, and that's what's going on all around the country here today at Monster Jam.
Monster Jam fans, as promised, I will be out here in the stands kicking it with you all night long. My personal favorite part of Monster Jam is being able to meet incredible fans. Now, could you just tell everyone out in the crowd what your name is, please?
Kylie.
Now, Kylie, who is this little guy with you right here?
This is Raiden.
Now, Raiden was just over here telling me so much in his baby voice, and honestly, I feel like he's excited about the event. Is he pretty excited to be here today?
Yes, his favorite is Gravedigger and El Toro.
His favorite drivers are Gravedigger and El Toro Loco. Now, is this his first Monster Jam event?
This is his second, but the first one, he actually knows what's going on.
That's what we love to hear. Now, I just want to throw some controversy out there. Tyler Menninga is driving Gravedigger, and Chelsea Van Cleve is driving El Toro Loco. I'm curious, which one of them do you think might take home the win tonight?
I'm going to say girls rule, so El Toro.
Girls rule, that's right. El Toro Loco, our driver, Chelsea Van Cleve, is one of the newest leading ladies that has joined the Monster Jam family. Monster Jam fans, please put your hands together for Kylie and her son.
John and Lindsay back here at the Monster Jam desk, this time joined by a unique piece of equipment. Now, Lindsay, I know what this is. You know what this is, but a lot of these Monster Jam fans might not know what this is, so why don't you elaborate on what we've got?
I have to be honest, John, I got a lot of crazy looks when I was walking up with this thing on the way up here to the desk. Everyone kind of double taking me for a second, so I'm excited to tell you guys about it. So this is actually the black box out of Gravedigger. And John, I saw you were about to say something. What do you think about it?
Well, I was going to say, I understand why people are giving you weird looks, because it looks like you've stolen a piece of equipment from State Farm Stadium. That would be my reaction.
I pretty much did actually steal this from our crew chief of Gravedigger. The moment he took it out of that truck, I said, I want this card, I want to take it to the desk, and I want to show our Monster Jam fans. And the reason I have this up here is because, unfortunately, Gravedigger has been having a lot of power issues over the last few weeks. It's something that Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger has been really disappointed about, because we are at the mercy of these Monster Jam trucks, and to be able to compete at this level and to be able to compete amongst the toughest competitors over here in Monster Jam, you really need to make sure that this truck is working in and out. And Matt Gong, his crew chief, has been working so hard to figure out what the issue was. So he finally figured it out. He says that he thinks that it was this black box. He's already changed the Pelican box. He's already changed the lane selector box. He's changed out the Magneto. So this is really sort of almost the last thing that they can fix and change. So what actually happened was this area here ended up, so they have wires. So we're actually going to take a look at the video board now, and I've actually got a shot of inside of Gravedigger yesterday, and you'll be able to see the wires that did end up disconnecting. So here is the new black box, and here you guys can see the fuses as well as the valves. And what this black box actually does is it's got those components that go to all of the electrical components. So you're seeing these wires right through here. So just a little bit like that, just something so small going wrong could make sure that, or could make it happen where Gravedigger does shut off, sometimes even in mid-air, which can be so scary for our drivers. Luckily, Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger is one of the most calm and collected Monster Jam drivers that I know. So I know that he's ready to have some success here, hoping that Gravedigger pulls in for him tonight.
And of course, Tyler is so controlled behind the wheel, but, you know, this is a lot riding on it because he is looking for his first Stadium Series championship, and breathing down his neck is one of the best to ever do it in Ryan Anderson. We're going to talk to both of those individuals coming up in just a little bit. So, Lindsay, I want to talk about the people who are in third and fourth in our respective points battle, and that is Bari Musauer in Zombie, who's been knocking at the door all season long, but now you can see 125 points back. It's been a good showing, but not quite good enough. And then we've got Corey Rummel in Megalodon, highest ranked independent on our series. So they've had great seasons, although it looks like time is running out with regards to that series championship.
You're not lying. Time is running out, but they, just like John Zimmer Jr., are not going down without a fight. Zombie's Bari Musauer tells me that all he has to do is continue to stay consistent. He wants to keep that third spot right there. Also, Corey Rummel and Megalodon telling me that he's been able to stay consistent in that fourth spot actually the last 4 years. Here at Monster Jam, he's been able to stay in that area. So our top four is no surprise to me, but like we talk about that gap between Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, as well as Son of a Digger's Ryan Anderson, it did change last weekend, and we might be seeing a closer gap. We're not really quite sure.
And of course, we have so much talent here on Stadium Championship Series Blue, and there can only be one series winner who gets the automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals, but your showing and how you do and finishing in third behind the likes of Gravedigger and Son of a Digger is important if you want to make it back to Monster Jam World Finals, just like Bari Musauer does. So it remains to be seen which one of these great individuals is going to find their way to Nashville later on this year.
When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. When it comes to law, size matters. We've built the largest injury firm in the world, with offices everywhere: New York, Philadelphia, Boston, Atlanta, Los Angeles, all of Florida, and everywhere in between. We are big because we won a lot. When you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, for the people.
Look out at the horizon. What do you see? Challenges? Growth? Opportunity? Will you make the most of your talents? What obstacles will you overcome? Will you recognize the path to success? Are you willing to be a part of something bigger? Are you built to be a cat dealer tech?
Hey Monster Jam fans, you know that to be the best, you've got to beat the best. That's why I love BKT tires. Whether you're working in the field or doing extreme sports like me, BKT tires are a winning formula. My BKTs are rough enough and tough enough to get me through any competition. When it comes to strength and power, nothing else compares. Take it from me.
If you ever wanted to be in an actual Monster Jam truck on an actual Monster Jam track, today is your opportunity. You can sign up to ride in a Monster Jam Megalodon ride truck. Here in the red zone, you'll find the VIP experience tent. You can head on over there during Trackside to find out and to get your tickets. But this season, Monster Jam debuted a brand new truck. It's called Thunderroarus, and you're going to see it in action coming up in just a little bit. But while we have the opportunity, let's take a closer look at the making of Thunderroarus.
Every year in Mosh Jam, we try to give the fans something new. The inspiration inspiration of Thunderroarus really started with kind of asking from the fans, right? They've wanted a dyno truck for a long time. We wanted something that was different, something that was our own. So going into this decision to make Thunderroarus, we put a lot of different inspiration into different designs and different styles and looks at dinosaurs across the whole scope of dinosaurs. But we really wanted to incorporate some of the backstory that went into the creation of Thunderroarus. So with the red lightning that really went into the creation of this truck in the storyline. And so it started with Thundersaurus. We wanted something that really said dinosaur and metallic dinosaur. So putting the roar in the middle of Thunderroarus made a lot of sense. So once we have a design that everybody's really, really happy with, it really starts with creating that concept and getting that art design down. Once we have an art design approved, then we put it into a mold. Once the mold is made, then we can really get it out into a life-size form and try to put it on a truck. So once a mold is made and we actually have a body in the shop, then it goes into the decals and the painting. We really wanted something that spoke to the robotic nature of Thunderroarus and what it is, but we also wanted something that popped, right? So we wanted to keep with the metallic, hence the silver gray, and then we wanted something red and orange, very vibrant, to be able to make it stand out. When we were looking at the design of this truck, we wanted something that was different than what's out there. The mouth is a really big important part of that. So during the pit parties, you'll be able to see an actual dinosaur with its mouth open. We wanted some scales, we wanted some spikes. Obviously the teeth are a very important part of Thunderroarus. Everything that goes into making this not just a dinosaur, but a robotic dinosaur, really kind of tie it all together. So selecting the drivers of Thunderroarus was really important. Keith Speller, who manages our driver program, did an amazing job of picking two driver athletes that would really come out and really own Thunderroarus. And that was really important to us, to have two drivers like Tony and like Colt that would really put their all into the truck. The most rewarding thing with Thunderroarus is really seeing the unveil. Knowing that the fans asked for a dinosaur truck, and we know that kids and adults alike love dinosaurs, we expect this IP and Thunderroarus and more Thunderroaruses after that to be able to grow and be able to help Monster Jam grow into the future.
John Zapanaro back here at the Monster Jam Dash, joined by two of our superstar drivers. We've got Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger and Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Ryan, of course, our most recent overall event champion from 2 weeks ago in Seattle, Washington, where he was 1 point shy of a perfect event. But before I talk to you about that, Ryan, I want to throw it down to the track to Lindsay Noble, who is standing by with John Gordon, the man who kept you away from perfection. Lindsay?
That's right, John Gordon taking that first win in that stadium, getting that racing win, your second of the season. I know that felt so good, but also to keep such a tough competitor away from that perfect event, you're not going down without a fight.
You know, that's the whole point of being out here. You know, it's anybody's game. We're out here trying to run our hardest, trying to win races, trying to win freestyles. And, you know, when you get to be able to come out on top against somebody like Ryan, it's a real treat. But, you know, we're all out here putting on a show, and Seattle's in the past. We're here for the Glendale fans this weekend.
I know Glendale is looking forward to seeing you in the big air that you're going to bring with Bad Company. Now, a lot of customization in that Monster Jam truck. You built it from the ground up. Talk about what Monster Jam fans can see from you here tonight.
Yeah, you know, we run a real different thing. You know, we got some different heads on there. They actually got like triangle ports in them, so they're a little bit different. We're trying that out this weekend. Hopefully it'll work, and we're going to go from there, and maybe we'll keep them.
And we talk about the fact that you had that racing win. You've also had a two-wheel skill win as well. Now, do you think that you can do the overall here tonight on this big track?
An overall would be awesome, but, you know, honestly, I'm just reaching for that freestyle win. I haven't been able to put a run together this year like I've wanted to, so hopefully Glendale's the place, and we're going to get the Glendale fans behind us, and we're going to rock this place, and hopefully we can come out on top. It's going to be tough from the second position out, but that's what we're here to do, and that's what we're going to try.
Well, good luck in today's competition, John. Thank you for your time. And head on over to the desk with my co-host, John Zapanaro.
Well, Ryan, you know, I got to ask you, I know that you've won overall event championships before, you've been perfect before, but, you know, when you miss it by 1 point and it's because of a racing loss in the finals, what does that feel like for you?
I mean, to be honest with you, if it was anybody besides John, it probably would feel worse. But, man, I've watched John. He came in and crewed for me. That's how he got his career started in Monster Jam, built his own truck, and built one of the baddest Monster Jam trucks there are right now. So to lose to John, it's got two things good about it. For one, that thing has got a motor like no other. And for 2, I'm proud of my buddy John, man. He's killing it. I didn't make a mistake. I was going. John was just faster. So I really can't say anything bad about it. It was my fault. I should have gone faster. I don't know where I would have got it from because I laid down a pass. John just laid down a better one. So I can't say anything really bad about it, but obviously that 1 point would have been pretty nice, John.
It would have been nice to be perfect, and somebody who's had more than one perfect event this season is Tyler Menninga. Tyler, you still have a 37-point lead over this man to my right, but he did make up 9 points on you last weekend, basically because of stuff that's out of your hands, electrical issues that we've talked about with the truck. Are you feeling a little bit of pressure as we get ready to close out this season and you look for your first championship in a stadium?
Yeah, you know what? It's stuff that's out of my hands. It's stuff that I can't control. My crew, Chief Matt, is doing everything he can, and it's almost basically out of his hands as well. So, yeah, you know, no pressure on my end. What the outcome is going to be is what it's going to be. We can't really dictate that. So, you know what? I'm just going to come out and do what I do best, and that's put on a show for these fans. You guys spending your hard-earned money to come out here and watch Gravedigger, and that's exactly what I plan on doing here tonight, is running that truck into the ground for you guys.
Ryan, you guys are teammates. You're also friends. You're very close off the track, but you're trying to win 3 Stadium Series championships in a row, and you're still within striking distance. We still have plenty of points to let it happen. So how important is it for you to take down Tyler and to find yourself with that automatic bid back to World Finals?
Man, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of got me in a rock and a hard spot because obviously I'd love to watch my best buddy Tyler get his first series championship in a stadium, but at the same time, that's at the demise of me getting a 3-peat in a row. So it's a tough thing for me. And at the same time, there are enough events for me to catch him if he has bad events. And I can't say that I want that. I want any truck with a name Digger at the end of it, no matter what, to go out there and run like an absolute wild man until the thing won't go anymore. Win, lose, or draw, no doubt about it. So it's kind of a tough thing for me because I don't want to wish any ill on Tyler as a friend, and especially not as driving Gravedigger, because I want to see Gravedigger throw down just like all you fans do. So I don't want to put any bad wishes on him. I'm glad I'm in second. I want to catch him for sure. If there's a way I could pass him with him still having good events, I'd be happy with that. But at the same time, I'm going to be stoked no matter what. As long as me and him throw down Gravedigger style, Digger style every weekend, win, lose, or draw, like I said, it's all for you fans, man. The points are awesome. I would love to get the 3-peat. I'd love to see Tyler get it, but 100% our main goal is to get rowdy every time we hit the track for you Monster Jam fans.
Tyler, I'm going to give you the last word on this really quick before we have to wrap it up. Can you do it? We got like 6 more weeks to go of this points chase. You've won so many arena championship series. Can you win a stadium championship series this season?
Man, I'm trying my best out here. I got the best of the best. Ryan Anderson competing against me. It's not easy out here by any means, but you know what? Calm, cool, and collected. That's what we do. But like Ryan said, whatever the outcome is, win, lose, or draw, we're here to put on a show with these Gravedigger trucks. And I'm telling you guys right now, the louder you guys get here tonight, the harder me and Ryan are going to drive these trucks straight into the ground. So Glendale, let me hear you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Tyler Menninga and Ryan Anderson.
So it's game day, and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details and clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
We went to the Monster Jam test grounds to show how the original Super Glue, now with Super Unix, can win any challenge. From small,
Bond super fast, just 10 seconds. All set here.
To the extreme.
Let's see how strong it really is. Yeah, let's see it lift 12,000 pounds.
The extreme power of Super Unix adhesive is shock and vibration proof. So strong, it can lift more than 12,000 pounds. The original Super Glue, featuring Super Unix, the next generation of Super Glue.
This is Monster Jam. New Monster Jam Garage. Holds over 25 Monster Jam trucks. Fuel up for stunts. Crank the elevator up 5 levels. Real lights and sounds. Monster Jam. Let's roll. Speed around turns. Blast down the ramp. Epic jump. Go to the top. Drop it into a backflip. New Monster Jam Garage. Comes with exclusive Gravedigger and other truck seats sold separately. Build assembled. Batteries not included.
Yes, sir. There's that big air. Racing has been on fire. The photo finish. Ryan Anderson, big jump there. of the season, we're going to keep on talking about Monster Jam World Finals as these series wrap up and people get those automatic bids to Nashville. And that's where we're headed for the very first time ever. If you've never been to Monster Jam World Finals, you're going to want to be in the house. And you can buy tickets right now at monsterjam.com. But you know what's even better than buying tickets? And that is winning tickets, which you can do at monsterjam.com/sweepstakes. Or you can take out your phone right now, scan the QR code that was up on the video board, and enter for a chance to win a family 4-pack to Monster Jam World Finals that includes airfare, hotel, premium lower level tickets to both the event and the pit party, and of course, the Monster Jam World Finals Award Show.
Monster Jam fans, I'm out here in the stands with Chelsea Van Cleve, our driver of El Toro Loco. Now, Chelsea loves racing, and some backstory information about her is that she started with the junior dragsters when she was only 8 years old, continued on into Super Comp at 16, and continued on until she was 18. She told me she's built her own engine for her 510 cubic inch Chevy, and also on top of that, not only has Chelsea built her own engines, but she's really been trying her best to get in here with the Monster Jam family, and she has. Chelsea has loved Monster Jam since she was in diapers, and she was just telling me how she's so excited to be a part of a tour like this that is this caliber. Chelsea, what in particular are you most excited about now that you've joined the Monster Jam family?
I'm most excited about getting out there. Being in a stadium, I have absolutely dreamed of this. I have sat in these seats as a little kid with my dad, as you guys just saw on this TV screen. He's actually here right now, and he's never seen me drive in any kind of Monster Jam, let alone Glendale, Arizona, and I'm so happy he's here to share it with you guys too. But I'm just excited to be here. There's so much learning to do, and I'm really good at sky wheelies, and, you know, I'm really killing it out here, and, you know, I feel like I'm keeping up with the competition.
Now, Chelsea, not only does she drive now, but in the past, she actually also attended the University of Northwestern Ohio, and she studied quite a few things when it comes to the truck. So not only is she a driver, but she knows a lot about being on the track and being also behind the trucks. She also has built her own engines and so much more. Now, Chelsea, in particular, I just want to know, I know that you had to audition to be a part of Monster Jam, and I know it was a process, and lots of fans want to know. So could you shed some light on what the audition process was like for you when you finally got that call to drive for Monster Jam?
I didn't feel like it was real at first when I got the email. And I got the email and asked if I was interested in auditioning for Monster Jam. And I honestly didn't know what it entailed. And so I went out and we had auditions. I actually met Bari, and he was with the simulator with me. Who knew I would be competing short months after that, meeting him? And so we went through TV auditions, live auditions. I actually got to sit in a Monster Jam truck for the first time. That kind of made it really set in for me. I said, oh my gosh, this is real. And so I kept getting the call back, and I went to Tom Mentz's and I auditioned. I got to drive a truck. I thought that 3-foot jump was the wildest thing I've ever done. You guys saw what I did in Seattle a couple of seconds ago on the screen. So to know that that was what I'm going to be doing is wild. And to be with Tom, and I actually trained with Ashley Sanford. She's on Arena West Tour. And so to train with her, and it was amazing. It didn't seem real to go and fly and drive Monster Jam trucks 3 days a week, 8 hours a day, and to be in a stadium here in front of these fans. It's unbelievable.
Chelsea's doing incredibly well on Stadium Championship Series Blue. She is in the top 6 right now, and she wants you all to know what she wants you to do when she comes out on this track.
All right, so everyone knows, if anyone stood in my pit party line, if I did the bullhorn, so I want everyone to hold up those bullhorns for me when you come out, and I want to see everyone's right now.
Monster Jam fans, put your hands together for Chelsea Van Cleve, our driver of El Toro Loco.
You guys just showed those bullhorns. We've got that trucker horn, and of course, we've got those zombie arms. I am trackside with Bari Musauer. We talked to him a little bit about the points update up at the top. Now down here on the track, we're going to talk about the fact that you've walked this track more than anyone else here. You're so mathematically inclined. Talk to us about what you did here on Thursday.
I just really wanted to eliminate the jumps that I don't want to contend with. So once I do that, I can kind of develop a plan in my mind of what I want my freestyle to look like. all while inspecting those race lanes, making sure I can pick out a good racing line, get the zombie around the truck the fastest possible. And you know, I love being here in Glendale, so this is a unique track. It's the biggest track we race on all season long, so I'm just glad to be back here.
And we quite literally stepped it out here to make sure that everything was mathematically correct. Now, what else are you seeing out here with these obstacles? I know we've got some extra ramps here today, some extra areas for you to have some fun, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, with us having this big of a playground here with our 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks, these ramps are huge, and these trucks are going to get put in the air tonight. And there's 12 opportunities for these fans to see a freestyle of a lifetime. So I'm going to take that opportunity and hopefully put Zombie in the winner's circle.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Glendale, Arizona, I love you guys. Are you ready for Monster Jam?
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
It's 100% the college experience I wanted, but in the trade I needed.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without UNOH.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Lucas Oil, it works.
I run Lucas Oil.
It doesn't matter if you're on the water,
Driving to work,
or competing in a sold-out stadium.
Lucas Oil products will help you get the most out of your vehicle.
Monster Jam has run Lucas Oil in and on our trucks for over 10 years.
we wouldn't run anything else.
Lucas Oil, the official oil of Monster Jam.
MAVTV is the official television home of Monster Jam, and that means every Saturday you've got doubleheader action featuring classic Monster Jam episodes on Saturday mornings, and then 8 o'clock Eastern, right in prime time, we've got new coverage from Stadium Championship Series Blue and Stadium Series Red. There's also the brand new Arena Championship Series in 30, and the television version of the official Monster Jam podcast, Inside Monster Jam, which is also available wherever it is you get your podcast. Make sure to tune in and join Scott Jordan, Leslie Mears, and the entire broadcast team only on MAVTV.
Monster Jam is on MAVTV. Witness all-out racing, massive stunts, all the exhilarating.
That is how you throw it down.
And big air action.
Oh, that was huge.
All in one place. This is a new era. This is Monster Jam.
We've seen so many times before that the tone can be set right out of the gate with Monster Jam Racing, and keep in mind that all of the races you're going to witness here tonight are timed by the Finish Links timing system, which is accurate to 1/1000th of a second. And for the first time in my Monster Jam life, that's exactly what I saw yesterday at racing practice. Lindsay, between Axe and Gravedigger, Joe Foley and Axe was able to get the win with 1/1000th of a second better time. It was incredible.
I know everybody watching thought exactly that it was incredible. Like you said, 1/1000th of a second. We see that system clearly works, and I know for a fact that did add so much confidence for rookie Joe Foley in Axe. His first Stadium Series here is Stadium Series Blue, and yesterday in practice, going up one of the best racers in all of Monster Jam history, Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger, who has seen so much success on the track this season, especially in racing.
Gravedigger with a 36-9 head-to-head racing record, the best on Stadium Championship Series Blue. It has been absolutely incredible. And keep in mind, for fans who might not be familiar with the Finish Link's timing system, it's the same system they use in the Olympics, the Indy 500, the Kentucky Derby. So like Lindsay said, you know it really works. Lindsay, one thing these fans need to keep an eye out on for round number 1 is we have not 1, not 2, but 3 first-time matchups right out of the gate, which is absolutely incredible this late in the season.
Absolutely. You know, someone's going to make history here today. Like you said, first-time matchups. One that I'd really like to highlight, though, is Lucas Stabilizer Cynthia Gauthier, who's so excited to have gotten that first round bye because of having that fastest time. She really whipped it around the track last time that she was in competition, but unfortunately, she was not able to get a practice pass on Thursday. So it'll be interesting to see because, John, I kind of think that sometimes it could be a disadvantage to be in that round 2, because if you're in round 1, though you don't already start with 4 points, if you're in round 1, you do get a layout of this track. You get to see how it feels, and it is a little bit different from the side that I'm on to the opposite side, just based on the fact that there are doors over here. It's drying the dirt out over here, but on the far side, it is a little bit more slick. It's going to be more wet. It's going to be more sloshy, and they're going to feel it around the corners. So I'm hoping for Cynthia Gauthier that she has that control here on the track, and that even though she's going in blind, that she'll come up successful.
Yeah, absolutely. And now for a closer look at the other events that we're going to see here tonight. Let's take a look up at the video board for Track X.
As we continue getting ready for tonight's competitions, it is time now for Track X, brought to you by Spin Master.
Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam.
Our first competition is Monster Jam Racing. We will start with both Monster Jam trucks staged and ready at the starting line. After you see 2 amber lights, the final light will go green, and our drivers will hit the throttle and begin navigating this challenging track where the race will be won in the turns. That's where the skill, seat time, and precision of our drivers will come into play. Each competitor has the option to take the turn in a smooth wide drift, never taking their foot off the gas, or they will slightly pump the brakes and hit a tight narrow turn, avoiding the obstacle and accelerating to the finish line. Next up, it's the Great Clips Skills Challenge, where our superstars can either make 2 attempts at a 2-wheel maneuver or hit an awe-inspiring Monster Jam donut, in which Zombies Bari Musauer holds the Guinness World Record. Tonight's final competition is freestyle. Our Monster Jam drivers will compete to earn the highest fan score at judgeszone.com by performing the most dynamic freestyle run consisting of big air, momentum, and wow moments. One of the wow moments you might see is a backflip.
Our drivers have perfected the backflip ramp as they line up their Monster Jam truck at the right angle, accelerating at nearly full throttle, and begin pumping the brakes as the truck defies gravity off of the ramp, ending with an astonishing bounce on its BKT tires. This has been Track X, brought to you by Spin Master.
One of the best parts about Monster Jam is that you all get to play a pivotal role in helping us crown our overall event champion. There's so many Monster Jam fans who have scored all around the world, and it's super simple. All you have to do is take out those smartphones, go to judgeszone.com, put in the code, and then slide that BKT tire up or down to select a score. Keep in mind, from the beginning of scoring, you only have 20 seconds on that clock to get that score in and hit that submit button before scores are locked. As a matter of fact, let's try it right now. Everyone take out your smartphones and go to judgeszone.com. From there, put in the code GLE. Then all you got to do is slide that BKT tire up or down to select the score. You got less than 10 seconds left on that clock. While you are scoring, make sure you consider everything that you saw during the Great Clip Skills Challenge and during freestyle before you select that score. And then you hit that submit button before scores are locked. It's tabulating right now in 3, 2, 1. Look up at the video board. The fan score is 7.262. That is the average of your scores, and that would actually be the official score for that truck and driver during tonight's competitions. Monster Jam fans, we're excited for you to help us crown our overall event champion, but please be sure that you are scoring accurately and fairly.
fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. When it comes to law, size matters. We've built the largest injury firm in the world, with offices everywhere. New York, Philadelphia, Boston, Atlanta, Los Angeles, all of Florida, and everywhere in between. We are big because we won a lot. When you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, for the people.
Look out at the horizon. What do you see? Challenges? Growth? Opportunity? Will you make the most of your talents? What obstacles will you overcome? Will you recognize the path to success? Are you willing to be a part of something bigger? Are you built to be a cat dealer tech?
It has been a jam-packed Monster Jam Trackside, but for one final time before we get things rolling, I want to bring back my co-host. We've got to make our picks. Lindsay, you are in the hot seat. You're up first. Who's your pick for overall event champion here tonight?
I'm truly confident about my pick here today. I'm going to choose Bari Musauer, our driver of Zombie. And the reason for that is because I think that experience matters when you use it. He's a veteran here on this tour, and he has prepared himself to the finest. He's walked this track, and he is ready for that big air. That's something that Bari Musauer in Zombie is definitely known for. We've got the 8-pack backflip here behind me. I know some competitors will be hitting that, but also we've got a lot of space on this track, and that allows for a lot of speed to be able to be gained before making some wow moments. And I know for a fact that Bari Musauer in Zombie will be wowing you guys.
Bari Musauer can win an overall event championship every time he touches the floor. Unissa, what about you?
I'd have to say this week, John, I'm going with Tyler Menninger, our driver of Gravedigger. Now, I got to point out, 2 weeks ago in Seattle, I was wondering what was going on with him during racing, because typically he's one of the fastest. But unfortunately, it hurt him when he received that DNF. He did not finish during racing. However, he was able to come back after his crew chiefs and his UNOH technicians managed to fix the issues with his truck. He came in third for skills, which wasn't bad. He said he was calm and confident. And then in freestyle, he came in second. As long as we can get Tyler to stay on all 4 tires and not get distracted and maintain that serious demeanor and also put forth all of those technical skills, Tyler Menninger, our driver of Gravedigger, is taking home the win tonight.
Tyler Menninger's got more overall event championships than anybody else here on Stadium Series Blue, 10 to be exact. Another great pick, but I'm going to go with Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Why? Because I think Ryan's just about to be on a roll. He was 1 point away from perfection 2 weeks ago in Seattle, and I think now is where he really picks up the pace and starts to breathe down Tyler Menninger's neck just a little bit more for that series championship. One thing's for sure, whether you ladies are right, I'm right, or none of us are right, these fans are in for one heck of an event. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this edition of Monster Jam Trackside. So, settle in. Welcome to the home of your Arizona Cardinals, and welcome to Monster Jam.
Woo! It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. Who bringing the noise? Baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Rowdy. We get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy. We get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick. Boom. Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I don't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's going quiet. Rowdy. We get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy. We get rowdy, rowdy.
a piece. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get underway with our opening ceremonies, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge all active military, veterans, first responders, and frontline workers. Glendale Monster Jam was built right here in the USA. We are truly fortunate to live in the greatest nation on earth. We celebrate its strengths, freedom, resilience, and innovation. We are the United States of America!
I got 3 favorite colors, not just one, not just 2. I got 3 favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got 3 favorite
Presenting
colors.
our colors, the Cactus High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard. Singing our national anthem, please welcome Lindsay Gumgoer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Monster Jam.
Glendale, it's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam!
It's a creation story only Monster Jam can tell. 2 unidentified Monster Jam technicians have gone rogue and opened a secret facility specifically to create a new mechanical beast to challenge for Monster Jam supremacy. Hard at work on their creation, these mad technicians had no idea a cosmic red storm was about to strike Earth. This thunderous event transformed their creation into the newest apex predator.